Sun Records is a show about the beginning of rock and roll, Sam Phillips and his recording studio in Memphis in the early 50s. And what the LT brought to the show was small size, because we shot in locations and everything, the dynamic range in the 5000. We did a slightly desaturated look for the period look. And we were able to use so much less equipment that it really became about the performances and not about hardware. And I think it shows in the movie or the TV series, because it's very dynamic, it moves a lot, the camera's always moving. The LT works wonderfully on the Steadicam, so it allowed us to do things that would have been a lot more difficult with another camera. The Forgiven is a movie we shot in South Africa, big portion of it in Pollsmoor Prison, which is a real operating prison. They'd never let anybody shoot in there before. So without this camera, without the LT, I don't think we could have made the movie we did. Not only because of dynamic range and 5000, but the size of it. Prison cells are small. They're very small, and everything's welded. You don't move the bunk. It's welded to the floor. So there are a lot of limitations, and with this camera, the limitations didn't affect us that much. The 5000 ISO has completely changed my lighting package. Now it's 1/10 of what it used to be. That's not because a producer's telling me to do that, it's what I choose to do. Instead of using a 2K, now I can use a 100-watt light. That's huge, that's really huge. And when it comes to HMIs, I can plug everything into the wall. That's huge. We're not doing the big cable runs, we're not running the big generators. We use putt-putts a lot. And like shooting on the streets at night, a lot of battery lights. I use a lot of bounce lights, and I'm bouncing LEDs, and it's just so much faster, and it looks more natural. A lot less affected. I want my lighting to feel natural. I don't want anybody to look at it and think it's lit. I want it to look completely real, yet every shot is lit. And to the level that I'm doing this now, I couldn't do with 800 or even 1280, which is where I would push other cameras. At 5000, this is not a problem at all. And I'm not shooting at a 1.4, I'm shooting at a 2.8 or a 2.9. One of the strong points of Panasonic is color space. And this goes back to the original VariCams that came out, the 2/3 inch cameras. They had magnificent color. This camera's taken it to the next level with a wider color space and everything. It sees the way my eye sees, not only in sensitivity, but in color. So there are no surprises. I mean, sometimes when you shoot with other cameras, when you get into the color timing, it doesn't come together the way you thought it would. But with this camera, there's never a surprise. It has such a wide gamut that it's really impressive.